I guess one of the fundamental distinctions is between a how-to literature, which is kind of basically just explaining what it is and how you do it, but it's not making you any massive promises. And then there's the how to win or how to succeed literature, which is going for, it's not just telling you how to do it, but promising you that you're going to win. And kind of that distinction was coined back, the novelist G.K. Chesterton coined that like a century ago when he was looking at success literature. And I think it's a useful distinction. And so there's obviously a lot of good work in this field of people that are not overselling and not promising you the earth. I'm not saying you'll get rich with doing very little work, making very little effort. But all the kind of tropes and ideas are still embedded in this literature. And it's why people keep reading it, is because one more book, if I read one more book, look at one more website, read one more thing, I'm going to find the secret. And it is just this lure of the insiders telling the outsiders, look, I'm going to share with you the secrets. It's fascinating to look at how kind of in the 1980s, I mean, this is history now, but when all the public utilities were being sold, British Gas, Telsid, the advertising campaign around that, how it's being sold. This is a state that's deciding to privatize public utilities, but the way that's sold to the average investor is in the form of like an inside tip, like Telsid, this is a secret, I'll get you in on the deal. So even the state is kind of borrowing some of these techniques about, I'll put you on the inside, I'll put you onto a good thing, I'll share with you the secret that will make you easy money. And so the ideas, the lure, the appeal is rife, it is throughout, it kind of defines the genre, and it makes sure that people still want to consume it.
Well, that's human nature, right? That's not the genre, that's human nature, and the genre appeals to it. Why, if we could say that the secret, that the promise is the ability to beat the market, why is it that when the market has returned such good returns for a long time that people are so obsessed with trying to beat it?
I think that's another of our sort of big questions that we were kind of really trying to answer. Because I think there's a real turning point in the post-war world by the time you get to sort of Burton Malkiel in particular with the Random Walk Down Wall Street. Yeah. He's the first to really popularize all the kind of scientific economic work that's been done on studying the market, efficient markets, and kind of the idea that you can't beat the market, that it's just an illusion, and the natural result of that is, passive investment, that if you can't beat them, just play the market, just kind of accept market returns. And he's one of the first big sellers to really promote this idea to a wide audience. But in the same time, his text is full of contradictions, you could say, because at the same time that he's dispelling all these ideas that you can beat the market with XYZ secrets, you can beat the market. He admits, like telling the average investor that you cannot beat the market is like telling a 6-year-old that Santa Claus doesn't exist. It takes the zing out of life. Yeah. That's what he says.
That was a clip from James Taylor. This guy read 300 years of finance history, so you don't have to. Check out the full episode right here.